Yo, what's up guys, Raw here, and in this video I'm going to give you a complete review of the new update that was released today. And the first little clip here is going to be a new way to consume your slimes. You see I went ahead and bought 2 slimes. You hit this button, auto add, and it adds all your slimes. And it says high level heroes must be consumed manually. So we'll not put any high level heroes into the boxes up here. So if you're just buying slimes, you're trying to level up a skill, you just buy them all, hit auto add, and it takes care of it for you very quickly. Alright guys, the next thing, we're now able to save 3 different base designs in the queue, and we are able to switch between them anytime we want. As you can see, my base now is my normal base that I use to farm H, and if we go over here to the directional pad, you are prompted to the edit mode, and there's 3 tabs, 1, 2, and 3, and you can switch between them, and each one will have a base saved on there. You select what you want and hit exit, and it'll take your base to that design. If you want to switch back, all you do is go back, hit 1, hit exit, and bam, you're back to the base you started with. That is awesome. And of course, the new hero, Moltanica, and this is a screenshot of someone's base. This is what the hero is going to look like in game, and I think this looks pretty badass. Look at this hero. Alright guys, if you saw my last Clash of Clans news episode, you will know what this hero does. Its skill is Breath. It has HP similar to Paladin. Damage is a lot higher than most tank characters. It is a flying hero, and I do not know if it's ranged yet. Unfortunately, like I said, this is going to be an event-only hero, meaning you cannot roll this hero, you can't buy him with shards, you can't buy a certain amount of gems to get him as of now. Right now, the only lucky people who will be able to have this hero are the ones who win the events. Now, IGG has an event going right now that today, if you buy 7,800 or more gems, 3 lucky people from that list will be selected to win him. They will also in the future be holding events on Facebook and possibly Twitter. I am not sure, but definitely Facebook, guys. So stay tuned for that. You guys got to participate in these events, man. You got to get that hero. That's the only way. I'm not going to comment any more on that. Alright guys, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. And now we're going to get to the biggest part of this update, and that is the changes to boss battles. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start tier 3 boss here. We're going to enter it. Now, as you can see, there's 2 magics you can use now, Guardian Angel and Ares Fervor, which increases damage, and I didn't get that off fast enough. All you have to do is tap it, guys, but be sure you tap it fast enough that your Cupid does not die. Alright, now you can see, if your hero does die, you do not have to revive the hero with gems. After 12 seconds, you are allowed to re-enter the boss fight. When it says challenge, go ahead, go back at it, and we're going to try this again and try to keep old Cupid alive there. And my heavy blow 5 of 5 on my druid went off right away. And I guess this video is going to be doing the boss doggy style, because this is a first for me, hitting the boss from the back. Alright, so I used my Guardian Angel spell, and that allowed me to get the chain started after the without taking any damage or anything like that. You're completely protected, you're invincible. And as you can see, I used that fervor, which is going to grant you an attack bonus, so your heroes will be doing more damage for 10 seconds. Alright, for this team, I have Druid in there, Pumpkin Duke, Champion, Thunder God, Immortep, and Cupid. And you're going to see I'm going to go the full 3 minutes here, and we're going to check out my damage. Keep in mind, I do not have a Berserk Pumpkin Duke. This is going to be with a 4 or 5 Revite Pumpkin Duke. Alright, so here's my take on this. This is going to be great for players who cannot permastun, who can't get their chain stun started, because you are going to be invincible for 8 seconds. And I think the boss stun of tier 3 lasts for 2 or 3 seconds, so that's 5 seconds of invincibility where you'll be able to swing on the boss. In that time, a lot can happen, guys, and I have to tell you, after this I messed around a little bit, and I do not need heavy blow on my druid anymore. No more heavy blow to start my stuns off. So that's one big plus for players who are already advanced in the boss battles and can do damage, get 3-minute stuns in there. You're probably not going to need heavy blow anymore. So I know a lot of people start their stuns with heavy blow. Some don't if you have a lot of high revite stunners. And also this is going to allow you to possibly put in different heroes in the boss fight. You'll be able to switch it up depending on talents. You won't need some of the stuns. You'll only be able to use one stun. You don't really need an initial stun. That's what I'm getting at here. Alright, so we're 2.5 minutes into the 3-minute round. Everything's great. The boss is still turned around. We're still hitting it from the back. And we're going to last the full 3 minutes without the boss taking a step. Now keep in mind I did use a 30%, I believe it's 30% attack bonus with that spell, and that's Fervor. Now you can use the spells every round. Anytime you enter the boss, the spells will be available for you. As soon as you hit one spell, the cooldown starts for the other spell, but once that cooldown is over, it's only a couple seconds, you can go ahead and use that other spell. That is pretty awesome. I hope you guys are really going to enjoy this. And time is up, and we did 71 million damage to tier 3 boss without a Berserk Pumpkin Duke in 3 minutes. Alright, now, the way that the HB system is set up is explained in my last video, the Castle Clash News video on it, but it's based on damage now, and I'm not going to go over all of that in this video because I did explain it in the last video. And since I did quite a bit of damage on that one, way more than the 30% cap that they have on it now, so we're going to go ahead and let my guildies beat away on this boss and earn some honor badges, because every 1% of damage you do to the boss is going to earn you honor badges. Alright, I threw in some low level heroes for you, and I'm going to go ahead and attack this boss and see what I can do with a bunch of ordinaries and elites that are all level 60 or 40. And we're going to hit that spell and let them beat up on them. 37,000. Not too bad for what heroes I'm using. And like I said, you can let them all die and they will revive in 15 seconds. Or you could just go ahead and use some of your guild credits to speed that up and go right back in. Alright, we're going to drop them all. And then we're going to drop that invincibility and let them beat away. See what kind of damage we can do. We take that stun like a champ because we're invincible. So we're going to go ahead and let these heroes, poof, die. Alright, we did 70,000 damage with those heroes, and that is awesome, guys. So like I said, you can go ahead and use guild credits, or you can just wait the couple seconds, which is really not that bad when you're sitting there to wait for it. Then I'll say enter, go ahead. We're just going to drop these little blue guys, this werewolf. Heroes I've never touched in my life that are just sitting in my altar ready to inflate my might. Alright guys, this is going to be the last one. We're going to take that stun, see if we can beat our last amount of damage, and bam, 46,000. Alright guys, so that's going to help out low level players that can't do much damage to the boss a lot. So hopefully you guys are happy with that. We're going to skip forward to the boss being killed, and check this out. 14,300 honor badges for beating the boss. That is 2,300 more than I'm used to getting, and I'm not going to argue with that. You can look at these low level players that are my friends that I have in the guild. Slayer, he doesn't have Pumpkin Duke or Cupid, and he's doing 16 million, guys, without Pumpkin Duke and Cupid. And he earned a decent amount. Alright, shout out to this guy, Dolby. He private messaged me asking me to join the guild, and he was a really cool guy. He's a fan of my videos, so I really appreciate it. Appreciate the support, Dolby. Glad to have you in the guild soon, and I'll talk to you soon. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little late because I had work all day, but there it is. I took my time, did it right. Hopefully you guys appreciate it. Thanks as always for watching. Thanks for 4K subs. Stay tuned for the giveaway. See you in the next one.